In this series, we'll start with the basics and work our way up, exploring each era of the game, opening packs, building decks, and dueling with classic and modern cards. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, this series is for you. So stick around because the heart of the cards are calling, and together we will become true duelists. Welcome to the Garbage Lords Progression Series. Well, Zach, I'm in the banning. I didn't think I was. I didn't. I thought I had one more game to lose, but you beat Speedroid, you beat Magic Vector Pend, and you beat Ghost Trick. That last one is not a surprise, honestly. I like I said, I brought something off the wall. I was hoping to catch you off guard. I caught you off guard. Didn't mean it won, but I caught you off guard. That's pretty good.
I will say I did not expect it.
Yeah.
And looking at the ban list, it seems like every time you ban something from my collection, it's because of a rank 3 deck.
Yeah, that is very true. I banned Centipede because of Insectors. I banned Dante because of Burning Abyss. It'd be really funny if I banned Breaksword, considering I could ban Breaksword because I don't have one and you do have one. That being said, there's one card that you have that I don't that is leaps and bounds better than Breaksword, so say bye-bye to Elder Entity Norden. That card is too good. It's gone. Bye-bye. No more. Bye-bye, Norden.
Aw, now I can't just have 3 slots in my deck already planned out.
Yeah, sad. How sad. Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Garbage Lords Progression Series, and wow, Ghost Tricks is so bad. I know the Ghost Trick community is going to be all over me, but I don't care. I tried my best. You're lucky I played your deck. That's what I'm going to say. You're lucky I played your deck. Anyways, we have Premium Gold, Infinite Gold, and this set is really nice, but we've already hit a lot of stuff in this. So the first thing you're going to notice is the BAs. Now, we have every BA in here, including Dante Pilgrim, Virgil, Dante, and Beatrice. So Burning Abyss is really good. The problem is we banned Dante. So Burning Abyss is playable to an extent, but not good. We have some other good cards. Burning and Storming Mirror Force are nice. Breakthrough Skill, I think we already have a playset of, but it is in here. Archmage Eccentric is a good card. We have the Pendulum Drake Overlord, so Vector and Luster, really good. Draco Face Off, we get another shot at this, so that'd be really nice if we can pull some of those. We have Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbits in here. E-Telly is really good for Zach. We've got some other good XYZs here. Nothing too crazy. I guess we have Bahamut Shark is in here, it is really good, but it's not good until we get to Toad. We do have Giant Hand, which is a good rank 4, but nothing crazy. Mistaken Arrest and Shared Ride are really funny cards, but nothing game-breaking. When we get to the Gold Seeker Rare here, we have all of the Cosmos up till this point. So we have Dogfighter, Dark Destroyer, Forerunner, and Slip Rider, as well as Strawman, Wicked Witch, and Farm Girl. I think the only one we're missing is Tin Can, which I think came at low rarity. We also have like Cosmotown and stuff like that, so really good cards. We also have some generically good cards here, like Stardust Charge Warriors, really nice. Titanic Galaxy, Seven Sins, Pain Gainer, Ravenous Tarantula, all those cards are good. Here's Beatrice, in case you were wondering, banned card. Treacherous Trap Hole is a really cool one. I don't know if it's necessarily good, but it is cool to have. Void Trap Hole, Time Space, all really good cards, just not really playable in Trap Tricks, just basically here as cards. So let's go ahead and get on into it. So we are going to be opening up 18 of these because we lost last episode. We open up 15 normally, but because we lost, we're going to open up 18. So let's go ahead and get on into it. Let's flip them up.
All right, we have a fantastic set here. But before we go over it, we need to do our ultra rare wild card. Need I explain more? This is a set that I very much will re-roll if I pull poor. Like this. We cannot use Mass Change. We have nothing to Mass Change into. We have nothing to do with that. E-Telly is so nice. And Charge Warrior. This second pack, they're like,
huh, well, if you say so.
Boom. Boom. Ghost Ogre. Ooh. Flip. Flip. That was not very good. Another E-Telly. That's a playset of E-Telly now. So we're looking for Ghost Ogres, Maxis, Eccentrics. We want stuff out of here, and then Cosmos out of here. And maybe Shaperix out of here. I don't need more E-Telly. Mistaken arrest. Is that our first one? That's our first one. Farm Girl's also nice, but we need a payoff. Good Witch Maxi. Yeah, I don't know what to say. These last few have been kind of bad. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Dark Destroyer. It's our first Dark Destroyer. But dang, is it a good card. And a mistake that rounds out our playset. Ooh, that's nice. Don't need any of that. Big Eye, Wicked Witch. I think, let me check my Cosmos. Cosmo. We do have Wicked Witch. We need Farm Girl and Good Witch. And this is not what we need. It's a rarity upgrade. Boom, boom. 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 Maxi. Aw, Volcasaurus is good. I will take that. Boom, boom. I'll take the Cosmo Town. I think that Cosmo is like a legitimately playable strategy now because we have, before this, we have one Forerunner and then Million Delta Shuttle. And now we have like a payoff for all of these guys. And there's also like, it's the wrong one. This, that. Like, I am happy so far with this. Yeah, I'm adding this. For sure. Getting E-Telly's, Ghost Ogre, and a Maxi is crazy. That in and of itself is enough for me to do this. Would have wished we had less of these guys, but I will take it. Considering that the cards that I wanted were like specific, and we got at least one of all of them, except for Shared Ride, which I'm fine without. Like we got a Castel, we got a Volk, we got Cosmos, we got Hope Harp, we got Charge Warrior. What more could you ask for? All right, well, I'm going to oh, I already added it. I'm going to for sure add this to the collection. I'm going to see you guys in the deck profile. Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
Nothing here. Castell is a good card, I guess. Flare Metal is good. Volcasaurus is also good, but kind of difficult to make both of those. Big Eye's pretty nice. Blazing Mirror Force is okay. Wicked Witch, Seven Sins, I'm fine with all of those. Archfiend Eccentric is pretty good. Stars Charge Warrior is nice as a 6. I think we have M7. I think it's still Pleiades that we don't have, which is so frustrating. Treacherous Trap Hole is good, though. Here's a Dante and a Virgil, completely unplayable. Second Treacherous Trap Hole is fine. Ghost Ogre. Ghost Ogre is pretty good. Rip Firehand. Firehand is banned, sadly. Time Space, I guess, is okay. Second Ignister Prominence is really nice. Strawman's, whatever. I think we have 3 E-Telly, so that's unfortunate. Titanic Galaxy is pretty good. Nothing here. Second Magister Paladin's pretty nice, I guess. It's not bad. Ooh, there's Pleiades. And there's a Maxi. I didn't even notice the Maxi at first. My eyes just glazed over because I was like, who cares? Okay. Anything else? Two Maxi. That's pretty good. Hopefully Zach doesn't pull any. That's all I can say. Giant Hand's really good. Another E-Telly is unfortunate. There's a Beatrice that is a really strong card if you can make 6s. Last pack here, didn't see anything. Cosmo Town, I guess, is technically good, but yeah, Cosmo, unfortunately, is just so high rarity. But 2 Maxi and a Ghost Ogre, I will not shake a stick at. I think, yeah, basically the only thing I would have liked is more Cosmo cards, but I really don't even care to play Cosmo, so I'm glad we got a Pleiades. At least that means that we could play Constellars if we wanted, but we're probably not going to. Let's go ahead and get into the deck profile.
All right, it's time to change things up because winning is so last episode. So we're playing a deck that I don't think is very good. And I think that this would be the general consensus of most people. This is Gradle Kaiju. This was the definitive way to play Kaiju on release as a TCG exclusive. People were looking at Kaijus as its own deck and not as its own, or not as just a bunch of removal spells and monsters, which I think is incorrect. I think you need to look at it as just a bunch of big bunguses that tribute over your opponent's guys. Where towers go, he gone. But anyways, uh, everyone knows the summoning requirements of kaijus. Like, you tribute over an opponent's monster, summon it in attack position. If they control a kaiju, you can special summon one to your field. You can only control one kaiju, and your opponent can only control one kaiju. But they all have effects based off of kaiju counters, and all the spells get kaiju counters. Kaiju files is whenever a kaiju is summoned, it gains a counter. And then Waterfront is whenever a kaiju, or whenever a card goes from field to grave, which is stupid. It should be more than that. But anyways, and Jizukuri, who is the biggest boy we have, is remove 3 to negate a targeting effect and destroy it. Doggeran is slow effect, remove 3 to Raigeki the board, your opponent's board. Kamungus is when your opponent normal or specials, remove 2. That monster can't attack, and its effects negated until the end of the next turn. And then we've got Gameciel, which I think that everyone knows Gameciel. He's the smallest little guy, but he's got a big butt, and he's removed 2 to just once per turn. I don't even know if it's once per chain. Negate and banish. Yeah, it's not even once. That's crazy. And then we're playing triple of the Gradle Eagle. All the Gradles have the same effect. If they are in the monster zone and they go to graveyard, by battle or card effect, like destroyed specifically, then they go into Spell Trap and equip to a monster opponent control, and then you yoink it. And then it's got like the when this card leaves the field, destroy the equipped monster as well. So it's like decent. We're playing Triple Eagle because it's got 1500 attack. We're playing Double Alligator because it's got 1500 defense. And we're only playing 1 Cobra because it's got 1000, which is just worse than the others. Also, bit of a tangent. I don't like how the kaijus look, specifically at the bottom. I know they're supposed to be like slime and things like that, but I just don't like it. I mean, it's just goopy and it's gross, and the feet look weird, and I don't appreciate it, because besides the feet, cute little guy, but it's got gloopies, and I don't like the gloopies. We're playing an e-tele package because I want to be able to have access to tuners, and also we just got this and we haven't showed off our third e-tele yet, so I'll wanna. So we're playing our tuners are double commander and 1 ghost ogre. Ghost ogre is more a hand trap than anything. This is just, if a psychic type monster you control battles during damage step, you can pay life points to increase its attack by the amount that you lost, maximum 500. So this guy can go into 1900. They're playing Watt Psychic Fighter. He's not a tuner, and it's just when he's normal or special, you can target 1 card in your opponent's graveyard, place it on top or bottom. So it's like a weird Yada lock for 1 turn. It can maybe win us the game. Then we're playing Ghost Ogre. Everyone knows this guy. When an opponent's monster or spell trap that was already on the field activates an effect. So this does work for on-summon effects of monsters, but does not work for things like Tenki. It needs to be activate and then activate effect on a new chain. That is how this works. But this guy can send himself from hand or field to just destroy that. Maximum, I hate this card. I'm not going to say the word I was thinking about. We'll just say cockroach. There we go, because that's what this is supposed to be. Remove the roach. Anyways, After that, we've got triple Valor, and then triple E-Telly for our E-Telly package of 4. Then we're playing double Gradle Impact. This card sucks. It is bad for no apparent reason. It says you can target one Gradle card you control and one card your opponent controls, destroy them. The whole point of that is that you can target one in your spell trap to destroy it, and because of the Gradle's effects, it would also destroy the monster equipped to it, and then you can also pop a card your opponent's control. And then it's got the other effect to, during the end phase, add a Gradle monster from, or Gradle card from deck to hand. But you can only use one effect of Gradle Impact per turn, and only once that turn. Why? I don't know. Just objectively terrible for no apparent reason. They were playing one Salvage because all the Gradles are waters with 1500 or less attack. And one Kaiju Files. I already told you about the maximum 5 counters gain whenever you summon a Kaiju, but it has another effect to target a Kaiju on the field. Destroy that monster, special summon a Kaiju with a different original name from deck to your opponent's field, or to the controller's field. And then it has a third effect to, you can send this card with 3 or more Kaiju counters to the grave, add a Kaiju spell trap from deck to hand. The ad is exactly Waterfront, which I already told you about, the whenever from field to grave, place a Kaiju counter, max 5. You can remove 3 Kaiju counters to add a Kaiju monster from deck to hand. And when this, or if this card would be destroyed, you can remove a Kaiju counter from this card instead. And that is not a once per turn replacement effect. We're playing triple Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. This card's crazy. It is Dark Hole that gives your opponent a Kaiju and yourself a Kaiju, and those Kaijus must attack. If opponent Gamma Seal, give yourself Jizakiri, punch over, and then you're set for life. And also Engrave can banish itself to add a Kaiju, except the turn that it's sent there. And then we've got one Geki, one Twin, and double MST. In the side, triple Crow and double Retaliating Sea. This is a macro that can also search an Earth Insect with 1500 or less attack, except Retaliating Sea. It searches the maximum cockroach. Our last MST, and then triple Galaxy Cyclone. This has 2 effects. On field effect, you activate targeting a set spell trap on the field, destroy it, and then during the main phase, except the turn that it was sent, or you can banish it from the grave except the turn it was sent there, to target a face up and destroy it. We're playing a bunch of Mirror Forces, 1 because it's funny, and 2 because I want to show it off, and 3 because we need something going first. We don't have like any teeth going first. If we go first, we're going to be like setting a Gradle, and that's the best we can do. And that's if we get to our Gradles. So we're playing triple Mirror Force, 1 Blazing Mirror Force, which destroys all attack position monsters, or opponent's monsters in attack, and then deals damage to both players equal to the combined attack. Then we're playing Quaking because it's funny, and also if we can put all his stuff to defense, like he might just, or face down defense, he might just lose. And if we put a Kaiju to face down defense, then we can give him another, and he can't flip that Kaiju up. Well, he wouldn't be able to anyways because he can't flip it up. It's the same as like Floodgate Trap Hole. Then we're playing a Storming. It returns all your opponent's attack position monsters to the hand. If we IKS, give him a guy, and then we Storming, the Kaiju comes back to our hand. In the extra, we're playing a bunch of rank 3s, Synchro 6s, and 2 Synchro 9s. We are playing tuners for this purpose, and also we just need something to do. I would play like rank 7s and rank 8s. We can only ever control 1 Kaiju, because why not? Anyways, we're playing Grand Pulse for spell trap removal. We're playing Alucard for spell trap removal. We're playing Leviair because it's a rank 3. That's like not terrible. Playing Angineer because it's like a rank 3 that's not terrible. Leviathan because it's a rank 2 that's not terrible. Nightmare Shark because it's a rank 3 that has an effect that includes waters. That's like it. We're playing Break Sword because it just is removal. We're playing Zen Mains because it's just a good rank 3 and it gives us options. We're playing Goyo because I don't know if the errata is now, and I don't care to check because our tuner is in Earth. And plus, this is bigger than half the Kaijus that we're playing. so we can just yoinkage the kaiju. Then we're playing Simuth. This guy is after damage Kel, DD Warrior Lady. Optional DD Warrior. Well, yeah, DD Warrior Lady is optional. It's DD Warrior Lady that's slightly bigger. And then Charge Warrior, everyone knows the draw effect, but no one remembers the effect that the fact that it can attack all your opponent's special summon monsters once each. It is smaller than the Kaiju's, but if he is playing like a penned deck, then maybe we can do that. Or if, say, we Doggeran and then we Quaking, it's still a special summon monster, so we can still attack it, and it's in defense position, so it's smaller. After that, we're also playing a Virgil. It's just because I did not know that this was generic, but it's just when it leaves the field, a draw card, and that's literally it. We're playing a Mistworm because it's here. I don't know. It's like the only good 9 we have besides Trish, which we're also playing. And that's the deck. I hope we lose because I don't want him to ban stuff, but I also want to take at least one. Well, I want to take one game off of him. One game. That's all I want. All right. I'll see you guys in the duels.
And here's the deck. Now, we're going a little off the wall today. I wanted to play Pendulum again, but unfortunately, the Draco tuner, I forget the name, he is limited, and I just really didn't feel like that was good enough, especially with how kind of necessary the Dracos are. And we just really didn't get a lot of good Magispector cards from, like, the previous sets. I mean, we got extra of Ignister and Magispector Unicorn. No, the XEs, whatever. But I don't think that makes the deck any better when we lost 2 copies of our best card. So we're bringing Constellar. We finally can play this now that we got Pleiades. I don't want to say this deck is inherently better than Pendulum, but it's a different deck, and I want to play something different. We only have 1 Pleiades, but we only really need 1 because thanks to Constellar Ptolemy M7, we can actually recycle it kind of, sort of, just infinitely a lot. It's not that good because unfortunately M7 doesn't get the effect if it's made that with the... It's the same thing as Beatrice. If it's made ranking up on a Constellar card, you can't use the effect the turn you summon it. That's kind of fine. You're just kind of protecting the castle, but, is what it is. So let's go ahead and get into it. We've got 3 Algiady on normal summon, specially Constellar from your hand. We've got 3 Kaus. Can't be used as synchro material up to twice per turn. Target Constellar increase or decrease its level. This is what allows you to make the rank 5s and rank 3s. Constellar Pollux. During the turn this card is normal summoned, you can normal summon again. Constellar Sheridan. When this card is normal summoned, you can add a Constellar from your hand, and then 1 Constellar Sombra. This has a very interesting effect. I don't know if it's necessarily good, but when it is in the graveyard, you can normal summon a Constellar for 1 less tribute. That doesn't really matter. But what it can do is you can banish a Constellar from your graveyard, target a Constellar monster in your graveyard, and then add it to your hand, and then you can normal summon again. Not exactly super strong, but it is pretty good, especially considering we do have the Foolish Burial to dump any of these guys, which is not bad. We have 3 Effect Veiler, 1 Ghost Ogre, and 2 Maxies. This kind of rounds out a nice level of hand traps and 6. I'm not too upset about that. We may be revealing a Maxi off a Duality, in which case Zach is going to know we have a Maxi, but that's kind of fine. Constellar Starcradle is another card that we're in here as a one of. I saw this as a one of in previous deck lists back in 2014. We are in 2016 now, so time flies. But this is target 2 Constellars in your graveyard, add those to your hand. You can't conduct your battle phase. Because it targets and it adds to hand in different parts, it targets this cost, but it adds to hand's effect. We could, I think, theoretically add back the Pleiades to the extra deck, which is nice. 2 Dark Hole, 3 Tenki. I believe it is Kaus here is a Beast Warrior, which is the best one. It's the one that level modulates. It's also at 1800, so not bad. We have Foolish Burial, triple Pot of Duality, 1 Rhoda, double Twin Twisters, 3 Blazing Mirror Force. This is in here just to kind of catch Zach off guard. I fully intend on subbing these out for things like the Artifact package, or maybe Lances, Crows, or Mind Crush, or something like that. Double D Prison, just a great removal, and triple Mirror Force again. 6 Mirror Forces is a lot, but we're trying to just catch Zach off guard, make him not want to attack us. And then after he sees we're on Blazing Mirror Force and normal Mirror Force, he's not going to want to attack us at all until he clears our back row, in which case we can summon the artifacts and punish him for doing so. In the extra deck, we've got Hyades, we've got Omega, Pleiades, Parasep, I think that's how you say that. Triple M7, 1 Durendal, Dweller, Emerald, Magnaliger. Emerald is in here because we can also recycle Pleiades. If you haven't noticed, Pleiades is the Heart and Soulless deck. The reason we haven't been able to play this forever is because we didn't have this card, and now we have multiple ways to get it back. We just need the one. Magnaliger's in here as just a way to remove cards. Volcasaurus is not more removal. Crimson Armor Shadow Ninja is in here because it's a 5. Maestroke is a weird card, and Grand Pulse is spell trap removal in case Zach does decide to play something annoying. But that is all. Let's go ahead and get on into the duels. Well, Zach, we're here. We opened Premium Gold, Infinite Gold. I actually checked for once. This set was good if we didn't have a few cards banned. There's
Yeah, I think that's your fault.
It's not my fault.
Well, one of them's my fault. One of them's Cowboy. The other one is Dante, you jerk.
Hey, it's your fault for pulling a good BA core. That's what I say. But no.
What do you want from me? I'm the king of rank 3.
Clearly, yeah. But no, we got a lot of good cards, a lot of good reprints, really interesting cards. So let's go ahead and just get right into it. If I can find my dice, there we go. Hey.
Oh my gosh.
I'll take first. Yeah, why not? Shit,
Big
why not?
shock.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Standby main. Let's normal summon Constellar Pollux. We got a new card here.
Oh, scary.
Additional normal summon of Constellar Sheridan.
Hold on, I'm gonna Valor this, and you're not gonna get the. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll declare Sheridan effect on normal.
Yep.
Okay. Now here's kind of the unfortunate part is we're basically just getting set up for next turn, but that's kind of fine.
You're not gonna link into SP pass.
Oh, I would love to link into SP pass. What do we?
I mean,
grab
I would
here?
love it too because SP is smaller than Pollux.
It's true. Let's see. Gosh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I guess we'll just hope that one of these survives, right? That's a really bad thing. We'll grab Kaus here. We will set, and pass the turn.
I will draw. Ooh, nice. Standby main.
Yeah.
Let us, real quick, do this pitching Psychic Commander, targeting both.
You're a butt, you know that. You know that. Well, at least it was Twin Twister for Twin Twister. It's basically MST for MST.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna give you Big Papa
Oh my
over
god.
Pollux.
Okay, sure, yeah.
And then I'll set a pair, and you're good to go.
Okay, that's a little terrifying. Draw. Standby anything?
I know.
Alright, main phase. I was expecting like a Ring of Destruction or something. Okay.
That'd be great, honestly.
Gosh. Okay. I guess we'll go for this. Let's go ahead and normal summon another Sheridan and trigger the effect.
Sure, you gonna make a rank 3?
I'm thinking about it. We'll grab this copy of Algiady to hand.
That's a good card.
We will attempt to overlay here. I think.
Yep.
What can it be? I'm like thinking like, what are you setting here? I saw Psychic Commander, so I'm guessing this is some kind of weird synchro shenanigans. I am assuming this is something dumb like. I mean, if it was Krebons, you would just summon the Krebons. Let's do this. I'm gonna go for Grand Pulse here. Anything on summon?
No.
Alright, declare Grand Pulse here. I'll go after the back row.
I'll Valor the Grand Pulse.
Ooh, interesting. Protecting the back row. Huh. Yeah, that's fine. I don't have a response to that. I'm just trying to think, like, what... You're protecting the back row. And you had a Valor, which is wild. I'm assuming you top deck that. Otherwise, you probably would have... Well, no, it's not necessarily bad to hit the... Like, good to hit the Sheridan in that case. Like, in the case of the first
I
turn.
think I'm gonna hit friggin' Sheridan. I can't even hit Pollux. Like, there was nothing good to hit with Valor.
I mean, you would have stopped me from getting follow-up, assuming I don't have any more Constellars in hand, you know? Now I'm thinking, like, do I want to, like, walk in? I'm assuming you're, like... I'm assuming they're, like, these are something. It's like, are we playing Edison? Is this Raiko and Mirror Force? I don't know. Mirror Force is at 3, so that's the thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna play it safe. I'm just gonna pass the turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stand by main.
What are you gonna do about that? Yeah. Go for it.
I have to think now.
Yeah,
That's not
sure
very
you
nice
do.
of you.
Sure you do. Sure you wanted me to walk into that Mirror Force right there.
Yeah. I mean, it could be anything.
It could be anything, but it's Mirror Force. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, okay, this is what I do. I'm gonna flip Gradle Alligator.
Oh, you're doing this. Okay.
I'm gonna normal Eagle.
Sure. Thinking.
E-Telly.
Chain Maxi.
Sure.
New card.
That's really annoying.
It is. It is, in fact. I'm sure it is. Yeah. Are you gonna go for like Gradle Dragon or something? Is that what we're about to see? We're about to see the Fable Gradle Dragon.
I did not pull a Gradle Dragon.
Sad, but okay. Ooh, are you going for Trish? Is Trish legal?
Mistworm.
Oh, Mistworm. Okay, sure. Target up to 3 cards.
I will be taking my Kaiju back.
Sure. To hand.
And Grand Pulse goes back as well.
Dex, sure. Why not?
And then I'll do 2-5.
I'll take 25 all day, yeah.
I'll pass.
Sure, draw. Stand by main. Well, you kind of know this is coming, so, normal Algiedi effect.
Yep.
Special Kaus.
Quick effect Kaiju.
Yep. We'll go
This
Kaus.
is the combo, folks.
Yep, Kaus twice to make these 5s. Overlay for Pleiades. Declare Pleiades effect. Detach, bounce the Mistworm. Battle, hit for 25.
We are now at parity.
Yep. So I can overlay for an M7 here. The problem is M7 won't get the effect, and you don't even really want to kaiju it. Fuck it, yeah.
Wait till I top deck another Gradle.
I mean, yeah, that's essentially what I'm worried about, but it's like if I overlay for M7 here, I'm just goated, I think. Yeah, I'll go for it. I'll risk it. Go. Oh wait, never mind. I'm gonna set a card and then go past. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stand by main. I'll set pass.
That's what I thought. Stand by main. Declare M7 detaching Pleiades. We'll add back the Kaus.
Mm-hmm.
Normal Algiady. Declare Algiady effect.
Bruh.
Special Kaus. Thinking here. That doesn't kill you, but that beats Mirror Force. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. We'll Kaus here, make these both 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Overlay for Durandal. Cool card.
Oh.
Means that you can't Mirror Force me. Because then I just change it to pop a spell trap, and I have a spell trap, so that's fine. We'll go Battle Phase here.
Okay.
This can attack, right? Yes, it can. 24.
On attack deck, MST the back row.
Sure, it's Mirror Force. 24
You
and
didn't want to change the effect to pop a spell trap?
no, why would I? 27. Alright. Second main, I will set a spell trap. Go ahead.
Stand by main.
Yep.
Yeah, over that.
Sure.
Set. Oh, it could be anything.
Could be.
Pass.
Sure. Draw. Uh, so stupid that does that. Declare. We'll add back. For psychic damage, we'll add back Sheridan.
Sure.
Dark Hole.
Okay.
Normal Sheridan. I'm not even gonna use the effect. I'm just gonna kill you. Fun and interactive gameplay. Alright, didn't expect you to bring Gradle Kaiju, but you're probably playing Gradles a little bit better than me. You're going second. Alright, fair enough, yeah. Stand by main. We will... Well, we'll set a card. We'll set a humble card, and we'll pass it up.
Raw?
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. Draw. Stand by main. It's probably a Gradle.
Could be a Veiler.
Could be. Could be a
Or
Veiler.
it could just be cheating and set a Gamma Seal.
That is also true. You could in fact do that. I think we just go ahead and nah. We'll just pass. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is it Gradle? Yeah, go for it.
I'll punch.
I'll take 15. Yeah, don't have anything to say about that.
You gonna
Unfortunately.
Mirror Force the 1500?
Yeah, definitely.
I'll activate Impact and then go end phase, trigger Impact.
Yeah, I have no response to that.
You know, it's better than one eagle. 2 eagles.
Sure.
Also, real quick, look at the feet of eagle. It grosses me out.
Yeah,
to
they're
an
like
absurd
fucked
degree.
up. Yeah, all the Gradles have like a messed up body part. Stand by
I
main.
don't like it. Yep.
Let's just let's see how you like it. We'll pitch this copy of Pollux to the graveyard.
Shane E. Telly.
Yeah, I don't have anything to that.
Summon Gogurt.
You did pick up a Ghost Ogre. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah. Let's activate this duality.
Sure.
Ooh, cards. Let's pick
You
up the.
picked up A Ghost Ogre
I
too.
I did in fact, yeah. So we both at least have one. Yeah. So let's go for the Sheridan. Hand to hand.
Hmm.
Oh, my bad. That's supposed to be top of deck. Top of deck. To agree with you. Shuffle, shuffle. Let's normal summon Sheridan. Declare Sheridan effect.
I will Valor that.
Valor that. I have no response to that, unfortunately. We'll set a card and we'll pass a turn.
I'll draw.
Mm-hmm.
Stand by main.
Yep.
Oh, this is engrave. Actually, it's banished.
Yeah, by the Italia.
Battle phase.
Sure. That's fine. I'll take 8.
Main phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
Pass.
Sure. Alright, stand by main. Here's a fun card that we don't see all too often. Constellar Star Cradle. Target both the Constellars in my graveyard, add those targets to my hand, but I can't activate or go to battle this turn.
Sure.
And we will try it again.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll grab LGD.
Mm-hmm.
We'll set another card and we'll pass.
Why? You got so much back row.
Bro, I gotta be breaking on something. That's what I'm telling you.
Stand by main.
Yeah.
Kyoto Waterfront.
Ooh, Kyoto Waterfront. Good card. Yeah, go for it. This card is always so interesting to me because it's like it's easily the most important kaiju card. But if you just look up kaiju, you're not gonna find anything. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, no response to that.
I will give you.
Small boy, I assume. Unless you have both Gamma Seal in hand, that'd be really funny. I assume you have Gamma Seal.
I have 3 Gamma Seal in my collection.
That'd be cool if you could do that.
Meant to move. I'm giving you the doggy.
Big surprise, yeah.
I would Gradle here, but I can only ever control 1 kaiju for some friggin' reason.
Yeah, and that does do that.
Battle, walk into the. Oh, actually, this gets.
It does get 2
3
counters.
counters.
Yeah.
Punch Dokkan.
Smoke weed every day, motherfucker.
Yep. So we both take 3/3. Or is it just me? It's just me.
Yes, it is not a Ring of Destruction. Oh wait, hold on. Take damage equal to half the combined original attack of this, and then no, we both do take that. So we both take 15-15 or 15-50. I do. It's the
1650.
1650. Thank you. Yeah, it is the last line of text that says then inflict the damage to your opponent. Yeah. So we both take half.
I will then in main phase 2 special summon Gamma Seal.
Sure. You want to put it in defense?
Set a card, pass.
Sure. Draw. Stand by main. I mean, we might as well. Rhoda.
Sure.
We will grab the only target in our deck, Kaus, or not Kaus, Pollux. Normal Algiady effect.
I'm going to chain Maximum Cockroach.
Oh, you got one too. All right, yeah. No response. Special Pollux.
Yippee!
Okay, now I gotta think. Is there anything I want to do? Really, not a ton that I can do, unfortunately. Thinking here. I guess we'll just go for that. Unfortunately, I don't have the good one here, being of course Kaus.
This is at 5 counters.
Yes, it is. It's well and truly got counters on it.
At maximum counters.
Also that means your Gamma Seal has its effect, which is a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I kind of just have to go to battle, don't I? I'm assuming that last card's a Gradle, so can't really do anything about that. Do I have anything great? Just spells? Okay. Yeah, let's just go. Oh, wait, how do the Gradles work? I forget. You just take control of it.
When destroyed by effect or battle,
Yeah,
can target any monster you control and
oh,
yoink it.
it's any monster. Okay, that makes more
Correct.
sense. Okay, so let's go battle. Let's clear the Gamma Seal first, just because.
Yeah, I'll take 8.
Then I'll clear this.
I'll take the doggy.
Sure. Can't clear Dogran, so main phase 2. Let's do this. Overlay both for Omega. And then, oh right, you're getting draws. Do I want to do that then? Yeah, I probably do. M7. I'll give you a second. Or I'll give you a third draw. I can't really do much about it. I need to play for the long game.
Stand by main.
Yep.
A doggy effect to Raigeki your board.
Oh, right. I forgot it has that effect. Yeah. It's so easy to forget the kaijus actually have effects. Is it everything or just monsters?
Monsters. I get another counter.
You do get one, yeah.
I will IKS.
Sure.
For the sticky kaiju.
Not the sticky kaiju.
I'm gonna activate.
The kaiju files. You're not on this.
I'm gonna activate kaiju files, sending doggy.
Special kaiju with a different name, sure. See, okay, this is something that I know they do a lot. Like they even still do it now. I still don't love it when they make cards that are part of an archetype that aren't named that archetype, right? Like Kaiju File says, sack this card with 3 or more counters, add a Kaiju spell trap. You can't add Kyoto Waterfront for obvious reasons. It's not a Kaiju card. I think it makes sense. It allows you to make really powerful cards without making them broken by making them searchable. But it's just annoying to do that. Yeah.
Welcome to the second Mirror Force.
Yep, it is the second Mirror Force.
Alright, main phase to pass.
Sure, draw. That's not bad. Standby main. Normal Pollux. Normal additional normal. Yeah, Pollux.
Oh, that does in fact work.
Battle.
I will take the whole shebang. That's
cool.
What?
34.
4?
Yep. Second main. Not playing in a maxi anymore, so doesn't really matter. We will. Do I know you have a kaiju in hand? I don't.
You do. I searched the sticky kaiju.
Oh, yes, you did. Then I'm not overlaying.
I also can search kaijus with Kyoto.
Yes, you can. Then I'm not overlaying these. These are going to stay on the field. I hate there isn't an easy way to not, like, unoverlay cards, but, whatever.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
Second main, go ahead.
I will draw.
Yep.
It's really annoying. Standby main.
Yep.
You can have the sticky kaiju.
Sure.
And I will get Gamma Seal.
That's annoying for you, yeah.
Battle.
Yeah. I'll take 5.
Correct.
Sure.
Main phase 2.
Sure.
Pass.
Sure. Draw. Standby main.
Mm-hmm.
That's really funny. That's a really weird effect. I guess battle.
Okay.
Try and clear.
Storming. I'll take it back.
Storming. Jeez. Yeah, I have nothing to that. So this goes to hand.
Yippee!
I will set and I'll pass.
I'll draw.
Yeah.
Standby main.
Yeah.
I'll just go battle and I'll punch.
Try for mirror force here.
I'll take 2 counters off to negate banish.
That's an activate effect, right? It is. Chain Ghost Ogre. Try and pop it.
You know what's crazy?
It's
This
not.
guy
It's not
in a
what's for
once per
chain,
chain.
which is really dumb. Yeah. But it gets the.
So they're banished
Yeah, they are banished, but you gotta still remove.
because
more
that's
things.
just what it do.
Yeah. Yep.
And then attack will continue.
Yeah. It's Valor.
Cool. Main 2.
Mm-hmm.
Set a pair
Sure.
and pass.
Did you remove the extra 2 counters? I didn't see that.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Cool. Draw.
Now we're good.
I just have to pass.
I'll draw.
Yep.
Standby main.
Yep.
Yeah, we do the funny play. We do the funny play all day, my guy. I'm gonna normal summon Gradle Alligator,
Sure.
activate emergency teleport.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
We're
Gonna
gonna
summon out the Psychic Commander.
Sure. Sure. Make a 6.
Buddy, you know what time it is. It's Goyo time.
Yeah. Sure. You got it. All right. Well, that was a better showing from your deck. Kyoto Waterfront is a
Don't
good
know
card,
how.
ladies and gentlemen. Kyoto Waterfront, good card. Anyways, I'll go first.
Yeah. I didn't even use any of its effects. It was just a holding cell for counters.
Yeah.
This hand is so fantastic. I am so glad that things are happening.
Standby main. Let's activate Rhoda.
Yeah, Ash. No, you're good.
We'll add Pollux to hand.
Mm-hmm.
We will duality here.
Sure.
God, not really anything good.
Those all kind of stink.
Yeah, like Blazing's good, but it's not as good when you know about it.
Yeah, it's like... Well, to be fair, when you're setting 3 back row, I was assuming they were all some sort of battle trick.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll make you go fishing. That's
Yeah.
top deck, my bad. Reveal, or activate, top deck. Shuffle, shuffle. Okay. Set, and pass up.
Draw.
Yep.
Standby main.
Yep.
Activate Waterfront.
Yeah.
Winnies. Pitch the doggy.
Sure.
Target these 2.
Really funny. So you did hit the Blazing. You also hit Artifact Mortal Attack.
Okay.
Doesn't do anything, because, yeah, you, let's see, move. Doesn't do anything because you don't have a monster, but it's funny. It's funny. You can't say it isn't funny.
MST the back row.
You pitched Dogran.
Yeah, I pitched the doggy.
Chain Mind Crush. You could have a Gamma Seal. You said this hand was so fantastic, so I'm assuming it's bad. Said you
What?
have-
I've never used sarcasm in my life. What are you talking about?
This is a tough blind mind crush here.
Yeah,
It's like you,
especially because most Greater Kaiju decks only play like one or two of each Kaiju.
yeah, because you're hoping to get to Waterfront to search it. Shit. I want to say it's Gamma Seal, could be a Gradle. What would be? Okay, you're pitching Dogran. If Dogran's in your hand, I don't have any monsters on the field when you pitch it. You're probably just thinking like there's no point to keeping it right now. I'm guessing you have I feel like you have a Gradle in your hand. Because even if you have the Gamma Seal in your hand, you can't summon it. I'm gonna guess Gradle Eagle.
Is this still at the time when like
I don't think
you're
it is.
showing hand to make sure?
I don't think it is.
I do not have a Gradle Eagle in hand.
All right, to grave with you, and I will ditch this copy of Constellar Pollux.
Okay. I'm going to remove 3 to search a Kaiju.
Yeah.
I'm going to just give you this, if
Sure.
that's okay. I
Is
will
it
then
Jizzy?
set a.
Oh, okay, it's not. Okay, so it is a Gradle, but it wasn't the Gradle that I thought. Okay, good to know.
I'll pass.
Sure, draw.
Eagle was objectively the correct one because it's the best Gradle.
Yeah.
Oh, and this gets another counter.
Declare Doggeran.
Yep. It's Ali. I will alligator target the doggy.
Destroyed by battle or a spell effect, sir.
Ah!
Yeah. So each fun fact: each of the Gradles, their color corresponds to the card effect that has to destroy them. So alligator's a spell, cobra's a trap, eagle's a monster. So this card can't attack this turn, but I cleared you out of counters, which is good. Actually, you do get one more off the alligator going.
Yeah.
It feels bad to do that. I will just set and I'll pass. Can't do much else.
I'll draw.
Yeah.
Ooh, standby main.
Yep.
I like seeing IKS.
That's pretty good, yeah.
This and this.
Sure.
You get this one.
Give me the Gamma Seal. Okay.
And that's 2 more counters.
Sure.
Battle Punch.
Mirror Force.
Yeah, whoops.
Very generous, giving me some negates, my friend. Oh my god! Standby main. Normal Algiety. Algiety effect.
Attempt Veiler.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Oh wait, no, I can just Gamma Seal that.
No, he remembered!
Special Kaus.
Yeah.
Kaus. It's probably Pleiades. I can Pleiades to reset the counters on Waterfront, but it's a big question of whether or not the counters on Waterfront matter. I want to go for that, but that doesn't matter. Is it more damage just to attack you right here? I think it is. Yeah, okay, so let's, so these are both 5s right now. This can still attack. Yeah. Also, the Veiler's banished, weirdly enough.
Oh, I tried to banish it. I guess DB just didn't want to.
You're good. Battle phase, 16,
Yeah.
18, 22. Yeah, that was more damage. So, second main, I can overlay, or I cannot overlay. To overlay or to not overlay? That is the question. It basically comes down to, do I want to bounce the Kyoto so you don't have counters, or do I want to keep the monsters so. Oh, you can't kaiju me in the first place. Yeah, so if you can't kaiju me, then it's just correct to make Pleiades and not do anything. Go ahead.
Draw.
Yep.
was MST.
Oh, okay, cool.
I needed to find any kaiju.
They did
Well,
not. They did not, under any circumstances, have to make these cards removed from anywhere on the field. But it's really cool that they did.
Yeah, yeah.
It
So
feels
my
less
thought
intense.
process was, oh, he's going to, like, all of his stuff is on summon. So I'm gonna make Humongous, which can detach 2
Yeah,
to
to
just
just
make it so
negate.
that that effect cannot. Yeah, but
I had the Mirror Force.
you had the Mirror Force.
You lost to exactly a battle trick there. That's all it was.
Yeah, and I had to go for it, otherwise I lost immediately. Like
Yeah. Well, I mean,
we saw.
to be fair though, I think you keeping the Gammas. Well, no, you had to IKS for it, didn't you?
I had to attack
Yeah, you had to attack.
because of IKS.
Yeah. Also, if I had
I
to.
couldn't like IKS on that turn because you not bouncing the waterfront made it so that your Gamma Seal's negate was live
Yeah.
because it only removes 2. So I couldn't like IKS for engrave for another one. I had to top deck one and I
Yeah.
just didn't see it.
Yeah. Um, yeah, and then Pleiades is such a good card. So I have had an insanely strong Constellar pool from like the hidden arsenals when we first opened them, but I didn't get Pleiades. And finally, in the premium gold, infinite gold set, Pleiades was in there as a gold rare, and I did get a single copy. And luckily, there's a lot of ways to recycle Pleiades. So obviously, if you really wanted to, what you can technically do is Pleiades bounce itself, which is really funny. But the obvious thing to do is after you've used Pleiades, you overlay M7, and then you just detach the Pleiades and put the Pleiades back, which you can do. The way that M7 works is you have to have a monster that can be returned to the grave to activate the effect, but then you can return anything, including the card that you detached, because it returns as effect and it does not target. So you can M7 detach Pleiades and then put the Pleiades back. We saw the Constellar card. Let's see, I forget I think it's called Star. Yeah, Star Cradle. This card can put the Pleiades back, and then the last one that we didn't see is Emerald. Emerald can obviously just target any 3 cards, shuffle them into deck. So you just target the Pleiades and put it back in the deck, which meant essentially I had 6 copies of Pleiades because I could put it back for each time I had an M7, which I did play 3. I had the Emerald, which I can put it back, however many times, depending on how many times I can, actually use the Emerald. And then Star Cradle is also just a card that can get it back. And it's so crazy how much just access to the one card and being able to recycle it matters so much for this deck being playable. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I have thought about playing this deck, but I never pulled an M7.
Yeah, M7.
I still don't have one in my collection. I have 5 Pleiades, but I have 0 M7.
Yeah, and I would argue that M7, while not nearly as mandatory as Pleiades, it is still so good because it lets you convert your spent Constellars into something.
I would argue that you need at least one of each extra deck monster to be able to play the deck.
Yeah, you do.
Because M7's recycling is so integral to the grind game, which is the whole identity of the deck. The deck is trying to make Pleiades every single turn.
Yeah.
And you can't do that without M7, at least consistently.
Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, so I had a very, very weird game plan coming into this. It just so happened that it lined up really well with your deck. So I was playing 6 copies of Mirror Forces. I was playing 3 blazing, three normal. And the reason I was playing that is I was like, I wanted to see a bunch of them and then just force you to see them. And then after you see them, you're going to be really cautious about attacking into any set back row. And I was just going to play artifacts afterwards. You can see we saw the moral attack, but I also had a scythe in here as well as like artifact ignitions to hit your waterfront and stuff like that. So that was really neat. Now I want to talk about the important cards that we got this set. So the most important one second, right here, Grave. Yeah, is this card right here? Is Maxi. So this card was in a set beforehand. It was in, I forget, Shadows in Valhalla, I want to say, is the set it originally came out in. But it came out in this set as a gold rare, and I think this is one of the last times we get a chance to get this card. It came out in Structure decks, and it came out in OTS packs as an ulti, but I don't think we get another chance at Maxi until technically the Rarity Collection, which just got reprinted in there. Yeah.
You have 2?
I did end up pulling 2 copies. I got very, very lucky. I also got 1 Ghost Ogre, which is nice. It's nice to have it. It's not game winning, but I did get double Maxi.
I got 1 and 1. That's like all I got.
Which is still crazy. Like, it's not guaranteed to get
like,
Maxi
still
at all.
Far and away, so much better than I expected to pull. I expected to pull like nothing but BAs. And that's it.
Yeah. So these are going to be a staple of decks for a while until they inevitably and properly get banned. So, I mean, we both activated a Maxi this game. It happens. So, is there anything you want to talk about your deck? We've seen
No, I think this deck's bad.
We've seen the Kaijus a little bit. We haven't seen the Kyoto Waterfront and Kaiju counters part of it, though.
Yeah, it upsets me just how bad Gradle Impact is.
Yeah. I mean, we saw it a couple episodes ago when I tried to use this card.
To do any of the things that they did on it. It only searches during end phase. You can only search during the end phase if you didn't use the pop effect, and the pop effect is really good considering that it also destroys the monster you took.
Yep.
It's like, why?
Yeah, it is the best Gradle card, and they put so many restrictions on it. Like, this is...
I would argue that it's the worst Gradle card because of that.
Because of that, yeah. Like, they could have... If, like, Gradle Kaiju did see play. It did, because it was both an interesting deck and a cheap deck. If they just didn't have that last line of text on this card, it would be very, very good. It'd be so much better.
It'd be a fine deck, whereas I think that Gradle Kaiju is just, it's copium.
Yeah.
It is not a good deck, and it's like, maybe it'll do well at the local level, when you're fighting against children playing their Dark Magician and Blue Eyes and like nothing else.
Yeah, now...
But it's like, the Kaijus are independently so strong, but not being able to control more than one sucks. Like, I'd understand if your opponent could only control one, but you also not being able to control more than one hinders your options and possibilities so much. I know they don't want it to just be like Horus, where you just soul charge out a ton of guys, but it's like, it feels like they're handcuffing the deck a bit too much, because you can't make rank 8s, you can't make rank 7s, because the only rank 8s and rank 7s are the Kaijus.
Yeah.
Kyoto Waterfront's a crazy card, but the only way to search it is terraforming.
Yeah, that is... I talked about that during the game. I hate it when they do this, when they give us a super strong card that can't be searchable. I would rather they have this be a less powerful card that's searchable than a card that's as strong as it is and have it not be. Like, if this card would be destroyed by card effects, you can remove Kaiju counter instead. They didn't need to add that effect. They could have made it like Kaiju Waterfront instead of Kyoto Waterfront.
Or just do the thing that they did with Lacrima, the Crimson Tears, and just be like, this card is always considered a Kaiju card.
Yeah, that would also work.
which is what they've been doing now, and it's been working great. I think it's a great system.
Yeah.
Yes, it makes you read a little bit more and the text floats a little bit more, but I like just having the ability to have a fun, interesting name that's attached to an archetype.
Yeah, and I do want to mention that I think the biggest problem with this deck is like outside of the Gradles, the Kaiju's live or die off you seeing Waterfront. It's the same thing with like invokes when we get to that point. You live or die by seeing Alistair. If you don't see Alistair, you're playing like if you're playing like invoke Shaddolls, right? You not seeing Alistair means you're playing just a very, very bad Shaddol deck. If you see Alistair though, you're playing one of the strongest decks of all time.
It feels like they wanted to make the pure version the only version that's not good.
Yeah, it definitely
Because
does.
like the fact that the like best effect is on the smallest guy, I get that. But he's got a big butt. If you could like summon the kaijus in defense, that'd be great. I know that's like a balancing feature, but you want to have Kyoto up, and then you want to IKS give the smallest guy
Yeah.
who just happens to be an Omni negate.
Yep.
Like
And
in that last game, I was like, I could give you Kamungus and give myself something else.
But then I
But
just hit
that
over
makes
it.
it so that how IKS works is you can Kamungus on resolution because Kamungus is technically summoned first.
That's really funny.
And so it sees the other one, so I would not be able to attack, which lets you set up. And the effects are negated, so even if it was like I summoned Kamungus to your side and summoned Gamma Seal to mine, yes, I wouldn't be able to attack, but also I don't get an Omni negate.
Yeah. And then also there's the now the big thing is like historically this became the effect of Gamma Seal became a big problem when we got Saryuja Skull Dread because then you could just turbo through your deck, find the Gamma Seal, special the Gamma Seal off of Saryuja's effect in defense position, and then you just had functionally infinite negates. Because the most important
You
thing
don't even need to find it. You just search the waterfront, and then over the course of your combo, you get 5 counters.
Yep.
You can detach 3 to search the Gamma Seal. Saryuja special it out.
Exactly.
Like, Saryuja is one of the problems of all time.
Yeah.
And I think it should be on the modern ban list as a result. I know it's not doing anything now, but it's one of the cards that's like, whenever you see it, it's like, oh, fun is not being had today.
Yeah. Oh, but anyways, that was a interesting duel, we'll say. Interesting duel. Anyways, let's go ahead and get on to the last part of today's episode, as always, which will be the winner's wheel. Alright, so I managed to win. Let's give it some clicks. I don't even know what I'd want. I feel like I remember there being like, oh, I want some commons and rares for something. I don't even think I remember what it would be, so let's just go ahead and give it some clicks. 1, 2, 3, and we have... I don't want that. I don't want that. I spun an unbanned ticket.